That's how this is starting, huh? Okay.
Big scatterbug.
He said, yeah. The bug. Yeah. Hi guys. I am live with Knight right now. I'm gonna call him Knight. So yeah. Giggity. Live on a let me see. Live chat going. What's up, Pokeplay Fusion? I am doing a live stream working on some art. So this is gonna be like a mini stream. I'm not gonna be around for like very long with it. Um, I'm just gonna work on like a little bit of art, like some pieces that I've been working on. Well, mainly one, and I'll do a little Q&A with it as well. But yeah, yo, Brandon, happy Halloween to you as well. Kimbo 311, what's up,
Yeah, happy
man?
Halloween.
Want to know a funny moment? What happened? What's the funny moment? Um, so getting into it, there's a piece I've been working on. I've had it sitting for a while, and there's not like a ton I have to add with it, but like it's a piece I made some time ago, and just adding some stuff with it, with some outlines and stuff. But making another tag. So it's this one right here. It actually says cathartic, but I'm putting like purple and yellow with it, and like odd line theme with it, like odd colors and such. Because thought about odd line big time when making it, even I want to do a purple and yellow theme, and I'm going to put black with it. So I'm just putting in like the black for the pop and stuff, and then I'll add more to it. But I'm going to work on this uh, while streaming, of course. But yeah, so burn a plastic stool, putting a frying pan on it while cooking. Ah, man, that sucks. Well, I mean, at least you're okay. And like, yeah, that sounds freaking scary, man. But yeah, I'm just working on this tag right now, and I figure I'll do a stream. Why not? I thought I worked my job today, but I guess I didn't. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put the time into getting things done on YouTube and working like this job that I do for y'all, and working on stuff like art. I've been doing a lot of battles. There's a lot of filming that I got done. Like Knight's been sitting with me for like a couple hours because I've been like, you know what, I'm not working that, then I'm gonna do this, and I've been a lot of videos incoming. Pretty much, I'll say I kind of sporadically sometimes think of shit to do for like series and stuff on here. I'll say this: it's a series that you know how they pick me. Oh God, if I can words. Wow, I didn't even know what I was trying to say with that. But you know how like they do the generational comparison, like kind of a little bit like they pay homage with Bays, especially been doing it with Beyblade X. The Bakugan 2 Adventure, that'll return sometime, but there's things I gotta get done before that. There's a bunch of stuff I gotta get done before. Um, and obviously in Japan, freaking the Emperor and Might set just dropped, but like your boy needs finances and such. I got bills I gotta pay and stuff, and those are priority over everything else. So you know, getting that and just creating because the way I let it out, especially when stressed and sitting, try not to be like stressed or anything. So just like creating, channeling into what I love doing. Um, but you know how there are bays that like pay homage, so like Vice Tiger does the Trigger Slash, like that type of thing, and then like Cobalt Drake to Dragoon, or doing some like those comparison battles. Some of them I did obviously with like the team battles where I had like multiple bays facing off because there's so many damn bays to do battles with. Um, I did some of the singles and some of the ones I didn't do. So, for example, like Drasil Shield against Black Shell, like that type of thing. You know what I mean? I did some of those battles and like did in depth like 1v1s. So stay tuned. I gotta edit those and everything and get those out. But yeah, And also thank you Kimbo 301 for being a member. It's much appreciated, like for real. Helping to support things with the channel and things going forward. Uh, I am an adult and work and got bills and everything. And like I said, things cost money, especially in this economy. It's tough. It's tough out there. I'm sure y'all can resonate with it. But yeah, just doing what I can and making some art with this. So got this tag, this cathartic tag up in here. And I'm actually like reaching out a little bit, you know, trying to just get the comfortable spot of doing this, because like I'm pointed down at the ground and stuff, so it's like a more kind of challenging position with it, but we're going with it and just pacing myself with it, like going slow. But yeah, hope you're having a blessed day. Yeah, I'm hanging in there, man. You know, just Halloween. It's weird because it's like I feel the veils being thin. It's Halloween, like spooky season, spirits and everything. Like the lights have flickered here a few times and felt like, you know, just energy of loved ones that are no longer around or such, like pouring through and such. You know, like the veils being really, really thin. I definitely believe in like the spirit realm and such. But yeah, this is an ASMR stream, kind of a little bit, yeah, like doing art, like answering your guys' questions and stuff as I'm like sitting and working on art a little bit. I won't be live for too long. These are the type of streams I like. Obviously, I'll do on here, but I definitely want to have on like even let me zoom out a little bit. Sorry, zoomed in so much. But these are the type of streams I want to have even on like a second channel, the Kimbo Gaming channel, when it gets to the point, if I can get to the point where actually I can have live streams and stuff. It took forever to honestly even do with like with this channel, but yeah, at least just doing them on here. I've had like art streams on here and bringing them back a little bit, like mini art streams and everything. That way you guys can sit and chill me and ask questions and such if you'd like. But yeah, but I guess a bit of ASMR, just like working on the pieces. Let's see. Just outlining stuff right now. Oh, I gotta get the one right there. Once it's all done, I'll put it off to the side, you know. And actually, since there's a yellow mark there, I'm gonna leave it. Yeah. Accentuate that, man. Like, yeah, it might be points where like things aren't perfect and the line goes off a little bit or something, but we go embrace it, you know. Just the art of the human hand creating. Like if I'm not working my day job today, like the regular job, like I'm gonna put into like my art and also YouTubing and everything, you know, which is the main thing I actually want to put into. So it just gives me an opportunity to do so. At first I was bummed, but then I'm like, nah, it gives me opportunity to like sit and be creative and just make. So we doing it. It's a blessing from the universe. Gives me a chance to do this. You know what I mean? I'm that person like with my ADHD and my autism. I think like my brain will fritz out if like I have a game plan for something, then it like falls through or something. Then it's like you know, and I get a little triggered with it. But like learning to not do that and just like flow like water, which sometimes it's tough and it's like, damn it, like why am I upset? And then being like, okay, well, you know. I don't know if anybody else does this. I was even telling Knight, I'm like, does anybody else sit and like do things to check in with themselves, like being like, hey, how are you feeling today? Like I was honestly like, okay, Kimbo, how are you feeling right now? I'm a little frustrated. Like, why are you frustrated? Like what's going on? You know, like that type of stuff. Does anybody else do that? Because I do that like on the regular. When I was younger, I would do it like externally more, but then like I got bullied a lot when I did, and I kind of just like got quiet with it. But like it's one of the things that helped me with like processing even thoughts and stuff. So it's like, okay, why am I feeling this way? Why, like, what's going on? Checking in, you know. And then like some people judge and being like, oh hey, like why are you sitting talking to yourself? But then being like fuck if people sit and judge. Like just do what you can and whatever helps you to just like cope and process things. You know what I mean? But yeah, oh man, you did that to your friend's house. Damn, dude, torch the whole thing. That's crazy. Hey, Fusions! My dude, what's up, man? How friends can come and go, but family and even the ones who pass last forever. Yeah, for real. Like, their spirits live on and such, and even through, like, us just sitting and just being here and having the memories and stuff of when they were here, you know. Nothing and no one's perfect, and just, like, life's really goddamn short. And even just like life reminding me of that much more, even like recently with things. And but yeah, just doing what you can. That's all we can do, right? But with that, uh, let's see. Or watch part 16 of Instagram stream. I'm dying. You were making an ad for a sandwich, and I made a junk meal leak joke. Oh yeah, man, that part was fun. Like 17 being the last. Like even looking back at that, like I am doing a thing. I want to do a thing where like I have funny moments because I love seeing funny moments. Like how Vanoss does, because honestly, back like 20, what, 13, 14, and shit, that's when I really started watching Vanoss gaming, like when he was like getting big, but like before he like way blew up and stuff, but like around that realm. Like I love those moments, like funny moments and shit like that, because that's like how I game. It's literally like how they do it, is going in and doing this goofy shit, like having fun with the story, and like when things get serious or such with the game, like resonating and stuff. Like how I even did with the stream last night, watching the episode 3 of X, or the first episode of Arc 3 of X. There we go. But even that, but like I love having just like funny, just goofy moments. Like I mean, Knight knows that's how I literally game, like just having the fun, goofy moments. But then obviously they focus on the story and stuff like that. And he was there for like a lot of big time moments. Seeing a lot of hate about Pokemon Legends Z. People are gonna hate games no matter what, and I think the game's great. It's awesome. It's literally like Pokemon Z. No matter what, people are gonna complain about like what comes out and be like, "Yo, the quality of this," or something with this, because like people being nitpicky and just like perfectionists. Like nothing's perfect and such. And sometimes it's like, hope you've been good, brother. Hope you have a great stream. Yo, Fusions, I appreciate it big time, man. Hey, if you ever want a tag or something like this, my boy, I'm just saying, like I will make you one, of course. But yeah. It's silent. Did you put the? No, I didn't. They're not here. I'm here by myself right now, and just sitting and working on stuff. But, yeah.
You got me. You're not by yourself.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Here with, of course, here with Night. Well, not by myself, but here with Night. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean in the house and stuff. But yeah, I'd make you a tag for sure. Like I'm an artist. Honestly, I love doing commissions. Like uh obviously I need like funding and finances, because like I got stuff like how to get, like keeping up with Beyblade releases and such. And honestly, I'm glad Bakugan's not a thing right now, because like the cost for everything, like I even had to cut back with getting like Bakugan stuff and prioritize like getting the X stuff. That's why you didn't see that much you know Bakugan Gen 3 unboxings with things, which I still got stuff to do for Gen 2 for real, like back profiles and stuff. I just gotta dig through all my stuff and like just conditions with things. It just takes time. I've been doing a lot. But yeah, would be cool. Depends on the price then. Oh yeah, I'd work with you. Like I'm that person. I work with people's budgets. I'm not gonna sit and like try to, oh hey, scalp a shit ton of money from people or anything like that. I'm not about that. Like obviously like putting in like my time and energy and work with it, because like when you get peace from me, it's not only you're getting like art, but it's also like degree certified art from me that I'm putting my like just time and heart and soul and such into. You know what I mean? Like I got a degree for this, so like I went through the school and everything for it, and that's how like artists usually like price, like, or should price. I mean, to each their own. An artist has like their free say of like how much they think their art's worth and such. But I'm an artist that's like, hey, what'll help out, but also work with people's budgets, because knowing how the economy's tough, and also like I work with people for sure, and I ship out, so it'd be like I just gotta get stuff for like the bubble wrap and everything for the wrapping and the shipping. I'd probably be like brown paper for wrap, and then like bubble wrap and stuff, just to make sure the pieces are good, and I'd make sure like they're like like marked as fragile, like hey, don't fuck this up, this is an art piece, and like careful, like everything, even with the shipping, like just factors with that, like shipping and such, the time that goes into it, all that good stuff. But like I said, I wouldn't like scalp the hell. I'm not that person that scalps the hell out of people for their money or such. It's hard-earned money, and like it's time and energy that goes into what I do. You know, it's like a transfer. It's a transfer of energy of like what I put into this, and then like I always see like money and funds is energy. You know what I mean? It's like time and energy that somebody put into whatever it is that they're doing in order to get that. And that's their time and their energy and such for that. And that's like sacred. It's a transfer of energy with that and such. Not just like, oh, hey, get money business type shit. You know what I mean? But yeah. If I wanted to, how would I go about reaching you for this? Instagram is probably the best place. You know, I mean, I have my email, which like is open for like business stuff. Like it's KJ, like literally KJ, and then Afro, AFRO, and then 1305, like how my channel name is at gmail.com. But the main place is probably Instagram. Like I'm a message away on Instagram, and usually like things there could be like going there and setting up something, because I want to do like I love doing like these types of tags and stuff. Like I want to do commissions for people, and my local there's a local shop. They're called BD Concessions, and they literally went around and originally like went around as like vendors, and they um the main thing they did was lemonade, but also like some snacks and stuff. And I met them like last year. There was an event called Life on the Wild Side. It was like a vending event that happened, and I went to it, and I was sitting over like filming. So one thing I do like with vending events and stuff, I mainly set them up during the spring and the summer, but obviously that's the main time they go on. But also planning stuff with the winter for like art and anything, and just setting up stuff with that, which I'm trying to do more of. It's even like showing you guys like artwork and stuff on here and working towards that. But I usually do Beyblade demos because I like doing 2 for 1. Like obviously showing out the artwork and such that I make, but I also want to teach people about Beyblade. So looking into like doing classes and stuff, teaching people about Beyblade, like 101s and stuff for people in this area. Because then like starting with those will lead to like events and stuff, like being able to set up for events, and then like possibly be able to get a hold of like mall toys or other places. You know how like there's like Beyblade events. Like I live in the part of New York where there really aren't any Beyblade events at all, and like there's no scene. And creating one out here, because there are different parts where there are a scene, but like making one even in this area for anybody who can't sit and travel like very far, and then even setting up for possible events where like, hey, in the future people saving up and coming out and like bringing commerce to the area and such, or like having an event or things like that. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. And I definitely want to have events and work towards making them happen. Just got to get things together with life and such to make it a reality. And, you know, I have been going to my girlfriend for big time guidance with these things because, like, she helps out with it in such a major way. Like, I got the talent, but you talk about, like, the planning out for events and stuff. She has, like, so much experience with it and, like, teaching me a lot about it and just working towards these things. But, yeah, you know. But long story short, like at the Life of the Wild Side event, like I was sitting there filming. I live stream usually on Instagram when sitting there and like showing off like the artwork and everything, like 2 for 1, teaching people about Beyblade, also like making the art. Um, they came over to me, and like it was the main guy. He came over. He goes by like just Mr. Lemonade in his nickname. But he came over and he gave me a thing of lemonade and like hit me in the heart. And I was like, holy shit, like thank you. And I had one of my pieces and I gave him the piece and he said he was gonna put it on his truck. And that was back then, like over a year ago. So fast forward a year, like I've gone to different events, I've seen him there, and I gave them like a couple of other pieces as well. They have recently opened up their own shop. And in the shop, actually, they wanted me to be in the shop. So I have like some of my pieces, like this one here. Well, you know, pieces such as this one here. Obviously not this one here, but uh, they're in that shop and they're available for people to get. And like expanding with that, like going to different like shops and stuff, even like one day possibly like having a shop where like you can make art, also have a space for like Beyblade events and stuff like that. Like I want to build towards that. But yeah, in that shop, like it's crazy because my pieces are in that shop, and it's just it's an honor and just hoping obviously for the best and such, and apparently like interest in people like seeing the art and everything, because like even the events and stuff, and like it's crazy because like working my day job and then having people come in and be like, hey, I saw like you got a shout out from them, and like they showed off your artwork and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, like freaking out about it. Like it's awesome, and seeing like genuine interest in, because it's like how my style even is I guess different than what people see usually or even around here. But yeah, have a great stream. Yo, thanks so much, Fusions. And like I said, I'm a message away on Instagram on my Insta if you want to talk about things. And I really appreciate even the consideration, man. I love doing like designs and tags like this. Like it's my favorite. Oh well. But yeah, you know, I'm just trying to grow and expand with the art. I'll even show you guys a couple of pieces that I did recently. I'm gonna put up pictures of them. I'll do it after I finish this one. I'll probably stay on until I finish this one and like answer you guys' questions as well in the meantime, you know. And I'll show you the art that I finished recently, some pieces that I did, and then I'll end off the stream. Like I said, it's gonna be a mini one. It's not gonna be extremely long. I mean, 21 minutes even for this. I'll just max like probably 40 minutes.
Jesus Christ, it was blowing
What? Speaking of your job, what is your job? I'm curious. I'll say it. It's honestly, you wouldn't think it. Truth be told, it's it's convenience. Like there's a convenience store close to where I'm at, and that's where I work. At least it's in like walking distance, so it saves like gas and everything like that. At least for now, you know. So yeah, and that's what I've been doing for like the past year. I worked in like food convenience and such for 8 years beforehand. 4.5 years in my hometown, and then transferred to like kind of where I live now, and then worked there for 3.5 years, and then I ended up working for like this the house hotel place for a couple months like last year, and then left there, and then the job that I got now. And that's just me, just I guess being real about stuff, you know. But yeah, just working with it. Obviously, the big time dream is like doing doing my art and YouTube and everything, and expanding with that, and also like even gaming. Uh, like wanting to expand with that. So that's why I've been putting on like stuff for the gaming channel, because I'm like, you know, it all you got to start somewhere. It's how I started with the channel before, and then even doing so with like the gaming channel and stuff. Now I don't have a capture card, so just filming in front of my TV and going with it and showing all the graphics as much as I can with that. I know it's like not the craziest, more professional thing, but I can't afford all that stuff and such now. And even the time for editing for all that, like it's time I got to sit and put into that. I got to do things more on like a full-time basis with like YouTube and everything with that, and I'm honestly not at the point with that, which I want to be and working towards it. But when I can do it, you know, damn sure I take the jump. But yeah, you know, for now, just doing what I can and making it by like any other person, if you will. You know what I mean? But yeah. When you saw the Labubu, scared the Labubu is my tag name Kimbo. Oh, you mean for like art? Yeah, I just like yeah, I basically just go like Kimbo when it comes to like art. Like I got like Kimbo Gaming. My gaming channel is Kimbo Gaming. My tag is usually like just Kimbo Online. You know, that's what I usually like go with. And like if it's taken, sometimes I'll go like Kimbo YT, but usually like I'm good. But yeah. The newest console I have is a Switch 2. I like my girlfriend has a PS4 and I have an Xbox 360, and those are the newest PlayStation or Xbox consoles around for me. So yeah, but like the Switch 2 is the newest one. But yeah, let's see. I took just gamble getting one. I'm like now or never, and then it happened, and you know, so sitting and trying to invest in like the gaming channel and everything. I've been doing a lot of editing, like Legend ZA, the finale part for the main story. I've been playing through Legend ZA. The finale part for it's gonna air tonight on my gaming channel. I did like a little Halloween special, airing it tonight at I think 7, which is my lucky number. But yeah. And then also like I scheduled like some after game parts for it. I'm gonna go to like 20 parts. I have done 19 parts, so like there's gonna be one more part that I'm gonna do, and then that's probably gonna be it for the playthrough because everything else is pretty straightforward and such, like side missions and stuff like that. I won't feature all of that, but um, yeah, you know. And with this, I'm gonna do like there's a thing I kind of started doing with my artwork, and that being any music that I listen to. I do as little Easter egg. It's like a 2-for-1 special. I do a little like design of like a cursive tag on the back, and then I also write down all the music that I listen to while making the piece. And there's a bunch of songs I listen to like working on this progressively. But yeah, I'm also gonna write like YouTube live stream on this, like YouTube channel live stream, because like doing this during the live stream here, because it's like memories and like songs that like go into it and the energy that goes into each piece. So yeah. PlayStation versus Xbox in 2025 throwback, yeah. There we go. Okay. Almost got the lining done. And then I just gotta like do the stuff on the outside. And add a little bit on the inside and then we'll be done. Like there's not a whole ton with this left. Just like I wanted to finish it for some time, and I've honestly set it for a while, and I'm like, nah, fuck that. We're buckling down and we're getting it done. Doing it today. It's time, man. Getting out of the mentality, oh hey, I'm gonna get this done, I'm gonna get this done, and just being like, nah, we're just fucking going for it and creating. Because when I create, it helps like just unclutter my mind, I guess. What? Ooh, yes, these.
Shiny Alpha Carbon.
Did you say shiny alpha carbink?
Yep.
Damn. How is carbink shiny? Doesn't it switch that much?
It's like blue. Like, more blue, but the rock is like black.
Oh, okay. I mean, hey, that's still dope. So with this piece in particular, I did like a bunch of like acrylic paint markers for the colors, and then the black is Sharpie. So it's acrylic paint markers and Sharpie in this case with this one. So.
It's attacking you.
So yeah, now we just got to get to the blacking out part. Get around all of this. It's like SpongeBob. And some of these. And some of these. Almost there and done. And then it's just the. Let's see. You're gonna be Vault for Halloween? Nice. That'll be a dope setup. Like seeing like the Vault gear. That'll be a cool costume. Do I make these bracelets? You just got back into it. My girlfriend made these. Well, these ones are just like ones that we got, but like this is the one I designed like back in 2023. I want to make more bracelets like this, like for real. Like I said, get funds up. Like I want to remake bracelets like this. The last time I did it, and it's pink because that was the color of the gloves back then. I didn't make any for 2024. I wanted to, but just never actually happened. And even for this year, same thing, because I would love to make gold ones. But yeah, my girlfriend made this one, And it's one of my favorites. I freaking love it. It's got like gold stones on it. This thing is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. She also made this one with beads and this one as well. So yeah, and this one as well. And it's got like evil eye on it, I think. I think this is the evil eye one. Wait, yep, there it is. Yeah, like protective evil eye. Well, yeah, I freaking love them. I love the bracelets so much. And like, I don't know if it's like a ADHD autism thing, but like it gives me comfort having them like on my wrist and such, and also like just being able to fidget with them. Like something about it helps just like soothe me and like slow me down with my brain and calm me down so I can sit and think about things, you know. All right. There we go. Going with like just filling in these parts with like this top design first, and then gonna black out everything on like the sides and the bottom. Which I'm probably gonna get a bigger Sharpie for that. I got a bigger Sharpie sitting around here. So it's literally right next to me. LOL. Okay. All right.
There's 15.
There we go. What mission are you doing? He's playing Legends ZA right now.
I'm just catching stuff right now. Built the single stuff.
Yeah. In ZA, if you get to like level 50 with Mabel, you get the shiny charm. But I am currently at like 35 with that, and off screen. I mean, for anybody's watching the LP for it, which I'm honored if you are. I've been doing stuff off screen. I got through like part 19, and that'll air probably 18 and 19 will both air tomorrow, and as well as like a funny moments, which I'm probably gonna make another funny moments too. Because like how the game ended, I always put like a spoiler warning with things before. But going back to what I said even before, like funny moments, like how Vanoss did, because I got into like Vanoss and his crew and everything big time in 2014. Somewhere I had the freaking gold anniversary shirt that he had. Like, one of my friends got me it, which, holy shit, that hits in the heart. Like that he got that. But let's see. Oh damn, is it? It might not be working that well. It might be better to actually use the. Wait, there's another one. What the fuck? I know there's this one. I don't know there was another. There's another one. Okay. How's this one working? Let's see. Okay, that one. This one's good. That other one seems like it's on its last leg, so I'll probably toss that one. But this one, there we go. It's always about having the right marker and such with things too. It can help them go a long ways. All right. Right, got that. There we go. But yeah, I definitely like enjoy having the funny moments, and anybody who watches the gaming channel, hopefully it'll grow over time. Like whether it's on there or just like even in comments on here or something, because I look at your guys' comments, I try my damnedest too. You know, obviously there's some comments that are like you suck and everything. Like, obviously not like focus on those, like whatever. But like you'll get that no matter what. Well, like those of you that like enjoy the content and everything on there, and have seen any of the playthroughs, what are some parts that like you enjoyed from that LP? Like any of the LPs I've been done, if you've seen them. Like the most recent being Legends GA, and of course people talking about that. You know, like how PokePlay was talking about some moments a little bit ago. Like, yeah, I'll say there's a moment like in the finale. There's a moment with like the Rust Syndicate. Knight knows what I'm talking about. He was there for it, and he like he lost his shit like laughing at it, and like I know he's excited because he's like, I'm looking forward to that part because it's like he hears what happens with it because we're in call, but he doesn't see like the screen or anything. We're sitting and like editing it and stuff, you know. But it's one of those things. I edited it, and even as I sat and edited, I laughed my ass off at some of the parts. Uh, like with that, I kept back, like going back and just laughing at it. I love having funny moments like that and such, like humor. I love humor. Here's a funny fact. Really like to toss pizza boxes like frisbees. Really satisfying at one time. You had to go, well, hey, be careful though. Like, be careful doing all that. I get the frisbee and pizza box. I do the same thing, but don't fling them at people. Oh man, that could be dangerous. But like, I get the whole frisbee thing. I do the same thing with pizza boxes. I like throwing them like frisbees. Sometimes having to toss out like pizzas and stuff. Like, had to frisbee them, and like I frisbee them into like the garbage and throw them like that. I get it. I understand. Something just fun about like frisbee in a pizza box. All right, so got that side. That side is pretty much done. This one next. There's not a ton on this side, so. Get underneath there. The bottom won't be too bad. Like that's gonna be pretty straightforward, I think. You know, I mean, even the sides. We're almost there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Just a little bit more to go. I got a little bit to like finish on the top after we get the sides and stuff. But I'm gonna let it like dry on the. Pretty sure the top's almost dry at this stage because it's been able to air dry for a little bit. I mean, it's Sharpie, so you know. Just making sure while it's wet, not touching it. It's like wet paint, you know. There we go. I'm glad you like the bracelets, PokePlay. Gotta make me a marble bracelet. Oh, hell yeah. Like, pick up some bracelets. It's like bracelets and elastic string. You know, well, like elastic string and beads. That's a big time thing. My favorite thing in school when I was a kid or young. It's a good question. So, when I was younger, it shows like I've been in like card games and shit like that for the longest time. Like when I was younger, I was into Beyblade a little bit, but it was like the plastic gen stuff. I remember my cousins having like the electro ones that lit up. Yeah, and I played that with him. But like during that time period, I was mainly into like Yu-Gi-Oh, like the first gen of Yu-Gi-Oh before they had like synchro summons and X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G summons and all the things with that. I don't understand how to do those things, like those summons or anything. Like I'm used to like the first and second seasons. I feel like how people are on Pokemon. Like anybody was like into it back then. Like, hey, I know the first 150 or things like that. I feel like that's like me with Yu-Gi-Oh. But like seeing the design of the card art and everything for the monsters and stuff, always had an appreciation for it. But just like in that realm, getting out of it, I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh a little bit in college. But like, yeah, it was Yu-Gi-Oh like fifth, sixth grade. I'd say like even in the seventh grade. That being like the big time thing. Around eighth grade is when I stopped. I remember I went to a camp. It was like called Awesome Camp, and I went to it. And one of the days I got done, and I went to my friend's house to play Yu-Gi-Oh. And like my mom didn't know, and she got really mad at me, and I got grounded because like she didn't know where I was. And I was like, I was just gaming with my friends. I wasn't doing anything crazy. Like I was just playing cards, but I couldn't go back to camp for the rest of the summer, and made me made me really sad. There's only like a few days left with it too, and I missed that. And yeah, I guess that's one thing burned in my memory a little bit. And kind of after that time period, I kind of like fell out of Yu-Gi-Oh, and I still liked it, just didn't get them as much because like that was when Duel Masters was becoming like a big thing, and then also tech decks. That was the big time thing. So in school, like when tech decks were a thing, I remember like a bunch of us like my friends and classmates and such, when it was a thing, we had our freaking woodworking class, and during that class, we'd sit there and make fucking skateboard ramps and stuff out of the wood because there was like a bunch of just spare wood, and then we'd use it and we'd make ramps and see who can make the coolest ramps and like do tricks on them and stuff. But yeah, so tech decks being another thing, getting into big time, and then like getting into high school, that's when I got back into the realm of like gaming. Like I gamed, like I played like Tony Hawk Pro Skater and a few other games and stuff on like the Xbox, and then like the 360 being a thing, and yeah, like games on that a little bit, but like falling out of it big time. I mainly just stuck with Xbox games, like original Xbox games, because I always had appreciation for it. But then I got like a Game Boy Advance when I was in like ninth grade, and then that's when I started going back in gaming big time, like big time. Besides just like Xbox games like Tony Hawk and stuff, like original Xbox games. But that's when I got into like Fire Red and Leaf Green and all those games. I played Sapphire, I played Emerald, and then like that'll be the main thing. Like I go to the after school program and chill and hang out with people. And that's where I made like a bunch of friends, honestly, because I didn't socialize too much in school. Like actual hours, I was still like introverted and awkward. Which I mean, I'm an ambivert now. I'm probably still introverted and awkward. Awkward turtle, lol. But like yeah, gaming being the big time thing, like tech decks, gaming, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. I didn't get back into Zelda until honestly like 2018 when I got my Switch, because like my first Switch, because I didn't even play like Zelda that much up until that point, and it was like I got mad at Zelda games because like when I was a kid I couldn't figure them out. My young brain could not figure out the puzzles and everything, and I got mad and I was like, screw it. But then getting back into like Zelda with Breath of the Wild is now and still is my most played game on the Switch. That's where I got back into Zelda, But yeah, especially like I'd say gaming, those things like gaming, Beyblade, Bakugan, because it was like '08 when Bakugan was becoming a thing, and then like getting into that big time, and yeah, those being the main things that got me through school, and art classes. I loved art classes. If we talk about classes and such, that were my favorite. Art and gym. Probably my favorite classes that I had in general. Like I loved going to gym class because just like especially when they had like they did roulette with what we did. So it was like badminton, volleyball, etc. I enjoyed when we did badminton and ping pong. Was one of my favorites. When I was in high school, they did rollerblading, and when they did that, they had to have sizes like I told like I was like, I had size 15 feet. That's my shoe size is 15. You can tell my big ass foot over here. But yeah. So that was the biggest size of skates they had. So I was lucky. Um, Actually, they had 14s was the biggest one, but like they were a little bit like they sized up a bit, so I was able to fit in those 14s because otherwise I would have been like screwed. I wouldn't be able to do it. But I love the rollerblading. And that even like that was an option in like gym was really cool. But yeah, I said this was gonna be like 45 minutes. It's gonna be like an hour because you know, it's probably want to get it done. I overestimate myself sometimes, you know, or it's like, hey, I'll get it done this time period. It takes longer. Even with that, like, whatever I say, odds are slap on like an extra at least 15 minutes or even an hour or something. That's how it works. Even with like plans in life, man. Like, I try to be like punctual. I definitely am not the most punctual person. I won't lie. Like, I definitely show up late. Like, I go and I like do my job or like whatever when I show up. And trying to get there and be as punctual as possible. There are points where I'm late, and obviously trying to get better with that, working on tardiness. But yeah. Let's see. You got a Greninja and Decidueye? Nice. Waiting to get Ursaluna? Yeah. It's probably the easiest way to get Ursaluna is on there. Because like it's tough, but like you have to wait until a full moon. And literally it keeps track of it too. On the night of a full moon and you have enough candies, that's when you can evolve Ursaring to Ursaluna. And then like they had the freaking Blood Moon Ursaluna in the game, and it's like that's so like difficult to get with all the different things with that. So I'm like, I wonder how they bring over the Blood Moon Ursaluna to freaking go or such, and making it easier to get that. Because originally you have to do like the whole picture project thingamajig with what's her name in order to get like Ursaluna. But yeah.
I did it.
Oh, the for Ursaluna?
What?
Wait, what'd you do?
I finished the whole dex in Z8.
Oh, that's what he did. I didn't know if you were talking about Ursaluna or not. But he just finished the whole Pokedex. Good God, man. Congratulations. I almost have all the wild areas, so I mean, if that counts for anything. I gotta get Florges in freaking Area 16. That's the only one I got left, I think. Oh, we're almost there. We're almost there. Just got the last side of this bottom part. Like, I even fill out things on the bottom. Like, I try to. Like, a bunch of pieces, I haven't done that on the bottom. But, like, with the ones that I go in and draw, like, tags and stuff like this, I try to even, like, do some design stuff on the bottom. So. Let's see. Gonna put them at home and then in the champions. Nice. Is Legend ZA worth it? I don't know if I'm gonna get it. It is. Literally, like, how everybody made the meme of like, hey, Pokemon Z, seeing the pattern things, and then they're like, nah, we're going to Sun and Moon. We're doing that shit. Or like how they did Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and then Sun and Moon, you know, when we thought we were going to get Z. It's literally Pokemon Z after all these years, and it is definitely worth it, I would say. Like the story and everything they did with it, yeah, it's great. I recommend. People were saying complain about it, to each their own, but like Zygarde's my favorite legendary, and they did Zygarde justice, and even more so than I could have imagined. I had to make another funny part, but it's going to be like the finale. Literally from part 17 alone, like the part that's going to be airing tonight on my gaming channel, I got at least 2 funny moments from that. And it was wild. I thought about going back and doing one for Canary. I'll just leave it at that, because like there was a funny moment with that. It wasn't like as crazy. I'd say the finale ones are the most wild, but like I had a funny moment with that. There were a few funny moments throughout the whole thing. All right. There we go. Actually, there's a little flap right there. Little flap motherfucker right there. Let me get that. Oh. All right. There we go. So, we're almost there. Last but not least, damn it. I'll let that air out a little bit. I gotta add a little detail on the top. And I think we're good. And gonna go back to the smaller one. Excuse me. Is there any... Wait. I don't know if this even work. Is it working? Okay, maybe not that one. Cockadoodle toaster strudel. Yeah, I'll just do the dots and then probably finish it. Maybe I'll put some like white dots on the outside. But overall, I mean, what you guys thinking? You dig it? Cathartic, and it being basically done. Just got a little bit to add for like the white part, and yeah, or put a few dots. Maybe I'll do like the same dots for both of them, like for the yellow and the white. I'll probably do that, but. Watch Me to Rest, a normal extreme speed with Ursaluna. Nice. Doing well on Super Mario Odyssey. Oh, that's a fun one for sure. We need Splatoon 3. Uh, that's a good point. It's honestly a game I could play. I mean, I got two in mind, like Splatoon 3, the side order DLC I got to play through. I did the first part for that, but I haven't gone back to it. So I got to do that. Also, Pokemon Scarlet. I got to play through the main story. My girlfriend was freaking amazing and got me like Scarlet. So I want to do a playthrough of the original game. Like, I'm not gonna do the Teal Mask or the Indigo Disc because I already did playthroughs of those with Violet. So those ones I won't do. But the main story, at least for Scarlet, I will do. You know, like a playthrough of it and such. But yeah. And if I could find, like, I got a little bit of footage of like the end part of the main story with the first playthrough. I don't know if I'll be able to find it or not, but if so, maybe I'll like put that in as well. But yeah, let's see. New episode reaction thumbnail is fire. I love you, my version as well. I appreciate it, man. And yeah, just it's about like just taking the same kind of thumbnail and like evolving on it, not like switching it up too much, like evolving going forward and just making it where like each season's like obviously got their own like vibe with it, like how it was for Burst, like same sort of thing. But yeah, I gotta go. All right, Hunter, thanks so much for coming by. I appreciate it. Speaking of school, I was an introvert in school, by myself with books, and even the principal knows that during the parent teacher. Told my mom nothing bad, just observing. Senior painting's giving me nostalgia for my art class. Well, yeah. Well, that's good because art class was freaking amazing. Well, a lot of people remember art class being like dope and such. Like art class and gym were my favorites. They were my favorite classes. Kimball's a Bigfoot. Confirmed. Found Bigfoot for real. I do have big feet. No, not you. Thanks so much, man. Same for you. 200 candies for Ursaluna. Damn, I think it's like what, 400 for it? It's fucking ridiculous, man. How many candies it takes just to get it. I should make a Beyblade chain, Kimbo. I think you would be the one to pull it off. I gotta get a chain and also a blade to do so. Maybe if I have a blade that breaks, I'd use it for a chain. But for now, I can't. Yeah, I don't have any blades that are broken. So. Oh yeah, but a Beyblade chain would be dope. I want to get a Yu-Gi-Oh card chain, but money. Yeah, I feel you, man. Freaking money. Giving me some college vibes. Hell yeah, the purple and the yellow, the odd line vibes. You got Noivern? Nice. Jade Bull chain? That'll be sick. I mean, somebody designed something for Bull or something like, yeah, that would be freaking dope. All right, now let's get into the last steps with this thing. That being, I'm just gonna add some aesthetic dots on it. So not even too many. This piece doesn't need like a whole ton of them. Honestly, just a few. Just a few to like liven things up a little bit, fill in that space. There you go. Like it's shown. Like I said, I don't need too many. Da, 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 da. Don't even need like a ton of them either. Just a little bit.
That is pretty nice.
Huh?
So, my computer.
Did it take a crap in its diaper?
It's about to.
Oh damn.
Look here.
Crap in his diaper. Yeah, it crapped in his diaper. It crapped its diaper. There we go. No, a little bullshit. Oh, that's fine. It's not even that big of a mark. That's the thing. Sometimes with art, there's happy accidents. The perfectionist in me sometimes is like, ah. But other times I'm like, hey, it's a happy accident. It's okay. It was meant to be that way and not sitting and stressing about it. When like it came to art, when I first like was getting into it, even in like middle school, I was such a perfectionist with it and learning like throughout school and high school, there's no perfect art, and especially even in college with like having to have like theory and stuff with everything. But like it's also subjective because you don't always have to have like a big time theory or something behind like what you do or such. Just the way I operate, I like putting thought into things. Sometimes it's just like shit sporadically happens, and it's also a beauty of the art and being like, hey, like just creating and then being like, hey, I made that. And sometimes looking at stuff like, hey, I can't believe that shit just came out of me. Like I just made that. And that being a case even with like honestly, even like a piece like this, I'm like it really coming to life. It's like, holy crap. Like that came out of me. I made that. Like what? Bop. A little bit more. Shit. All right. There we go. A little bit later. Bam. Bam. Damn. Green eggs and ham, Sam I am. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Green eggs and ham, Sam I am. Frog splash, Rob Van Dam. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it. Well, maybe I'll just, okay. There'll be more spread out. I won't put as many with this, but just a little bit because I got the dots already for the. All right. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Let's fill this in, and then we're gonna be good. And I'll show you guys like a little teaser for stuff, which I mean, like, you know, the pieces that I did recently that are all dried, but I will show you guys them in person before I post the pictures of them. But yeah, the latest pieces I worked on. Besides this, I'll get a picture of this one too and put it up. And as for like this piece and all other pieces, if interested, honestly, like for real, get a hold of me. Could work out stuff. That's how it works. Like as an artist, like obviously, like I love my art, but also being like hoping that like it goes. Obviously, the whole thing is like it go into good homes or spaces where like it adds that just energy and life and such to the space where it's meant to go. Some pieces, of course, hold it on to, but like if somebody wants it enough and has enough interest in knowing it goes to a good home, being willing to like talk about it with those things. But you know, it's like I'm a degree certified artist. I got a real degree in this shit. So like a lot of work, time, skill, like time and projects and everything. I mean, went to college for 4 years for it. So, you know, and then on top of that, like all the pieces and stuff even beforehand, you know, like from middle school, high school, all that experience, like lifelong experiences getting to this point. A lot of lifelong just drawing and stuff and techniques and everything to even get down my own style and get to this point. That's why like people, when they talk about like Bryson and everything for stuff, it's like you gotta think of the time and energy and everything and all the class and everything that the artist went through in order to get that. It's like you're paying for the experience and also like their energy and their experience and knowledge in their craft to get to this point. But yeah, and with that, I think a couple more. There, couple. Just looking for any spots that might seem kind of empty. Over there. And ladies and gentlemen, we got it. We're done. We finished it. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the cathartic tag. Well, let me, real quick, of course, gotta sign and date this. Is what I usually do. So. And 2025. Boom. There we go. Dang. We did it. Yay. Night's just sitting and chilling. And yeah, this went about an hour. So, sheesh.
Finish the whole decks. Got the Master Ball now.
Ooh.
My brain hurts shooting.
All right. So, yeah. Got it all done. So, what do you guys think about it? Do you enjoy it? On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited am I about Champions? Solid 9 at least. I mean, if it has like, I mean, Knight's been telling me, I'm gonna believe it when I see it type of person, but apparently it's gonna have like all different gimmicks like megas and terrastiforms and everything, all that in one game. If they do it like how they did in the show with all that stuff, and there's different, solid 12. I'll be excited 12 out of 10 for real. That'll be amazing. It'll make sense why they use that as like competitive going forward because there'll be all the different gimmicks and stuff with it, and it'll be like the new, I guess, standard for things. But yeah. So just hype. Top 10 bits that you want to see in Beyblade X Blazers you want to see in season 3 discussion video. I'm gonna do one on like Blazers I want to see return come back. Like I've had that plan for sure. I'm like I'll especially be able to do it after seeing the first episode. That'll be one. I don't know if there's one I should just talk about with like bits solely. Maybe. I don't know. Like I've thought about it, but I'm like, would it even be worth it to do one just talking about like the bits? If anything, I'd want to do it where like I talk about like the blade, the ratchet, the bits, all of them with like different gimmicks and everything, and combine it all into that. That's the thing I'd want to do. But yeah, you know. So we got the piece all done. And hype. I like it a lot. The purple and the yellow, and then like the black, adding like that big time pop with it. Yeah. Let's see. So I gotta do stuff on the back. So this is what I normally do when I finish a piece: is like make a little tag or something on the back. I'll do it with this. And then bop. I don't know why, like my cursive, like my actual handwriting is like chicken scratch, but like when I do cursive, it just like it comes out looking really pretty. But yeah, cathartic release. Because the word's like cathartic with this. It has like a cathartic release of energy and such doing this. But let's see. I gotta think of songs that I listen to while making this. And then yeah, so you see the word cathartic in the front. That's what I usually do is I put a little tag like that. It's like a 2-in-1 special. So you get like a little hidden piece with it as well. But the name is Cathartic and released with art, you know. And this being the catalyst for all the pain, cathartic, you know, like a little entendre with this as well. But let's see, Connor Price and Nick D. The song Good News. That's been one I've been listening to a lot. Good News. When I made this MGK, I listened to Outlaw Overture. Another MGK song I listened to. Tell me what the fuck's up. Yep. That being one. You just caught a shiny celery. Hell yeah, dude. Prism Tower had a cathartic release. It did. Hell yeah, dude. Congratulations. Hey, manifesting like good vibes and positivity and such. And a cathartic release with this. Hey, you got shiny Celebi. And what color is it? Like purple pink. Come on, man. Come on. Hell yeah. Congratulations. I'm glad that you got that, dude. I can just sense like the hype that you had sitting and playing it. Maybe some good luck charm or something. But hey, I'm glad. Or maybe it's because Knight's in the call. That man's a freaking good luck charm. It's insane. Like I don't know how he gets the shinies that he does, but yeah, it really is nuts. Let's see here. So. A song called Mike Whitney. Yep, that's another one. Coincidence? I think not. You got a shiny Sableye earlier today too. Yo, nice, congrats. Let's see what else. Russ and Logic. I've been listening to therapy music, literally like music being like
Next,
therapy.
Alpha Dragonite.
Man, found an Alpha Dragonite. My alpha child. Holy shit. All of the songs that I listen to are MGK. Every single one has been repeated. I bet. I listen to a lot of him. I listen to other artists too, but like MGK is my favorite artist as a given. Let's see. MGK. Yeah. No cell phones in rehab. That's one I listen to. MGK. Yep. Home, bittersweet home. A lot of MGK. I mean, not surprised. La la. Oh. Post. Contra. God's Grace. And then also Coast Contra. Rulers. That's another one. Hope he performs the new songs on tour. He's doing like some special performances for like the ticket stuff. I don't know. He's gonna definitely perform like Lost Americana with the whole tour. But like he has certain dates that he's gonna do like the ticket stuff. Like the new ticket stuff. So yes, yeah, just wait and see. It's a surprise with him. Regardless, it's gonna be hype. Let's see. What other songs? I mean, yeah, I want to show you guys like even the process like I've done with the latest series, like making these pieces, songs that I listen to while working on them and stuff. Because it's like if somebody gets the piece, it also being like 2-in-1 because they have like the tag on the back. I do it like the cursor and stuff, but then also like the music I listen to with it. So it's also like sharing music because I think it's like a kind of like love language of friendship or such, or like connection is like sharing music with people. You know what I mean? That's the thing I do is like I share music that I even listen to. Maybe it's a song that like somebody listens to and they're like, "Yo, this is a banger," or "This is great," because like maybe it reminds you of like people or places that you've been, or people that aren't around anymore, that type of thing. Because music lives on for forever, it really does. And like putting that type of energy out there with art too, like even the music and such, and the vibes that went into making the piece, the vibes that like the creator gets or like the viewer gets from it, the vibe that obviously the creator like me getting from the piece, but then like a whole different experience from anybody who gets the actual piece or such, and their own interpretations of things as well. Yeah, you know let's see. So I think those are all the main songs I listen to with this. Oh, crap, I forgot her name. But yeah, I don't put that on there. It was one song I thought of. I didn't listen to that really working on this. But yeah. Oh. Yep. Connor Price and Nick D. They're a good freaking duo for sure. Bankroll. That's another one. Another good song. Well, yeah. So that's how it goes for anybody who actually like is interested in the pieces or such. Yeah, especially like it's something I did with like this series with the tags. Not so much like the spray paint pieces. But like with these tags and such, I've done this type of thing with it. But yeah, so that's the completed piece. I'll get pictures of it and such, and I'll put them up. But yeah, I believe that's everything with it. It's all done now. Oh yeah, and like a 2-for-1 special, if you will. Like 2 pieces in one, using the entire canvas. Yeah. So put that up. Oh my goodness. And now I'm gonna go get the other two pieces that I worked on recently. Oh yeah, I dropped it. Shit. I'll set this off to the. I'll set this off to the side because like I gotta still get pictures of it. I got pictures of the other two, so those two. Oh god. Okay. I got it. I gotta sign them though. I have not signed these two yet. So I had some leftover spray paints and stuff from pieces I've worked on before. And I basically used like the leftover paints and like acrylic paints that were in the bottle, and as well as like spray paints, and made pieces with them. It was that thing of like, hey, having the challenge of these are the things I have to work with, these are the colors and materials, and creating what I want to. So, like creating what I want to and can with them. But yeah, you have to go. Oh, you got to go to bed. All right, Pokey Play. I appreciate you uh, coming by, man. I definitely appreciate you stopping in. It means a lot. I'm gonna end this off here in a little bit too. I'm just gonna show off these pieces real quick and sign them. Show you guys the latest pieces I've worked on. So number one, we got this one right here. Of course, all the spire and such with it. So this canvas, it's bigger than the other one. The one I just worked on is a 16 by 20, like 16 inches by 20 inches. That's how big it is. This one is the bigger canvas. So this is like 24 by 30. So 24 height, width of 30. And yeah, so I decided to go with like, I've done the splatter paint type thing, but my pieces, I guess the backstory for it, I've said it before with like the series that I did. It's inspired by like the sky. So it's like, I love graffiti as an art form, and it's about taking it out of like its usual element that people think of, because you usually think of what with graffiti? You think of like brick wall, spray paint, city, trains, etc., like that type of vibe with it. Well, I have an appreciation for the art form itself, and like of course love seeing it on like the trains and everything there. People seeing it as like it's art, but also can be vandalism because like putting parts like areas that can be private or such, or buildings or all that stuff. But even some buildings, it like brings new life back to them, like abandoned buildings and stuff. Like it's crazy seeing like a bunch of writers, call them writers, but making their own like tags and such, or like marking up an area where like it's abandoned and clearly like nothing's gonna be done with like the buildings or anything, and like bringing light back to them by putting the art and everything on there. But I love taking it even out of that setting and making it like mobile. Like I love using like kind of formal materials for it, like still like spray paint and stuff with it as well, but like expanding with like using acrylic paints or other things like that. Which obviously I'm not the first one to do it, and even the style is like some Jackson Pollock type of style with it, like similar with that, like inspired by like Jackson Pollock and like other artists and such that create like that, like Cornbread and other like obviously graffiti artists like Banksy and stuff, like different styles, and adding my own like touch with it. Of course, having my own unique style with what I do with the art form of graffiti. So my original series, having all of the lines and stuff around. Each piece is meant to be like its own world, like a galaxy. So it's like when you step outside and you look up at the sky on a clear night and how your eyes adjust, because it's like pitch black and then they adjust and then you start seeing all the stars. And then if you're in an area with no light pollution, which is freaking beautiful, it is beautiful as shit. Being able to see like even galaxies and stuff with those stars, and possibly even like shooting stars as well going by. I stargaze a lot. Like how I went out, like I go and like go by campfires and stuff to think and meditate and everything. The same thing, looking up at the sky and just meditating, like looking up at the stars, thinking about life and stuff, getting a lot of inspiration even for like ideas and stuff like that. It's something I haven't done in a little bit and something I want to do definitely more, you know. But the pieces being like that. So each piece you see it and immediately it grabs your attention, and then it's meant to like draw you in. So you go in and you see the pieces like, oh hey, all the lines and everything and the color theory and such with it. But then as you get closer and it sucks you in, you see all the little details with it, like small little specks of like splatter and stuff with it. So the longer you look at it, it's like your eyes adjust to it and you see like, oh hey, that color's in there, that color's in there, and that type of thing with it. So like Pollocky in a sense with some of that stuff like the splatter, but like even the designs I have, and that being like the other realm of this series. But this one being more like like spray paint in the background and then having the splatter, like a little bit more like Pollocky. But inspiration with this being like a map, like a world map for this. So think of like a game map, like a video game map or anything, or a world map. You got like all the water, and then you see all like the land and stuff. So you think of like areas being like a land mass or a landmark or something like that type of stuff with this, because like the splatter and stuff on here, some of them being like really, really thick splatters with like a lot of paint that took time to do. But then you look at it from the side and you see like how they're sticking up. It's like mountains. So, it's like a bunch of different land masses, and then you got like different mountains and stuff like that. And think of this as like a whole entire, like just huge, like sea area or oceans and stuff. Then you got all these like land masses there. Um, because I always was interested in shows like, like how they did like Honey I Shrunk Their Kids, or like how they do like Toy Story, where it's like you got these small figures, but then like larger than life, like how people look like with those, like if you got shrunk down you see like a room like it's a small little speck or something like that type of stuff. I've always liked that concept and thought it was cool, and kind of thinking of that with this, like imagine being like on this area and it being like an island or something with all this like space and stuff, and this entire like big time area with it, kind of like that, like a Toy Story type thing with it. Imagine it being a speck on here, looking up and seeing like all that space and everything. Kind of like how we look up, and that's really how it is for like Earth compared to like all the different galaxies and the whole universe out there and such, and all the different planets, even in our solar system, how small we are compared to how big actually everything is. And it's like limitless with space and such. And each piece is meant to go further than the realms even of the canvas. So like you look at it and it's like teleporting into your own world. It's kind of like looking up at the stars in the sky, but then you see like the trees and everything in the way, but it's like endless out there. Kind of the same thing for these pieces. You look at them and it's like endless energy and such that expands beyond even these, the realms of the actual piece itself. And each piece bringing in that big aura to any space where it's installed or such. And then this one even has like the sparkles in it, so it's kind of like how the stars are. So it's the inspiration, like how it is for the stars, but also like the land mass, like water world map type of thing with it as well. So that being like the backstory for like I guess the design and such for this project, and like the ideas even behind it, like showing like how I done different series with pieces before, but even like evolving and expanding it going forward and working on different realms with it, like doing type of things like the tags I did there, or like these pieces that focus more on like spatial aspect with things too, like like different things with. I hope this explained it the best way. I think like I never used to be able to explain shit really, honestly, when it comes to like speech and stuff like that. Like I struggled with speech when I was way younger, and even going through college helped me to just like be able to articulate like the reasoning or intentions with the pieces that I have and such like that. And that's what it's meant by like, hey, all the experience and everything that goes into like the works that you have, or like the series that you're working on, and being able to sit and talk about them like that. Yeah, you know, if that makes sense. Um, I don't know if Knight heard any of that.
I did, but
Does that make sense?
it does.
Uh, I appreciate it. You don't have to just say it, just like being my friend or such. Like I definitely like the criticism and such, like constructive criticism with things. Obviously, it makes me a better artist and such with things going forward. But I got pictures of this one, and the second one I'm going to show you guys is like the same thing. It's like similar to how I did this one, except with like other colors that I had. Like I said, it was the remainder of colors that I had for spray paints and stuff, and like acrylic paints, and just utilizing them. But I'm gonna sign this real quick, and then we'll get on to the next one. So that. Bop. There we go. You're a great artist, Kimbo. You guys send me some more. I appreciate it, man, for sure. I can't just send right now because it's obviously like money and materials and everything. If you ever want to do a commission for a piece or such, man, you know I'd work with you for sure. Um, that's what it's all about. Like I'm working on like just being able to like ship pieces and stuff out. Like if people were seriously interested, you know damn well I'd like protect them and ship them out for real. Like that people would be interested in having like a piece of my work in their home and such. That's what it's like all about, and honored for real. Whether it's a home or like a gallery space or like a restaurant space, wherever is meant, you know, the people are that interested in it. So there's that one, and I did a little bit of a fade with it. So this is something new that I did. I've done like splatters with this. I know showing off this one again, but I've done splatters like this before. I did a little something new, so like fades with some different colors in the background. So like how it is looking at the galaxy and stuff. So it's like it's inspired by the sky, but also like the earth itself as well, and like the ground, you know. So expanding with that idea too, like incorporating both of them with it, but like having the fade in the background with the colors and stuff, and then like the sparkle with like the glitter, so like the stars and such when your eyes adjust, all that good stuff. And like how I mentioned before, like the land masses and like the map and everything. So there's that one, and then the last one I'll show you guys before going. Yeah. um, this one. Oh, you're good. This one right here. So got the fade of like the pink, green, the grays, and it's wild because like they're similar to the colors I actually had for the, you know, the acrylics as well. But then the splatter with that, so you know, like the polky elements with that, but then also like the bright colors, and trying to have a balance of all of them. I want there to be like a balance of all the colors in it, so it's like they're all harmonized. And a good amount of each of them. So like, you know, the grays with it, you got the greens, you got a little bit of like some maroons, some reds in there, but like the pinks, the greens, the different hues of it, got some of the yellows with the gold, and then also the glitter and stuff in there. Yeah. So Chad, yeah. I gotta sign this one as well. So get that. But there we go. So yeah, those are the two pieces. I got pictures of these two. I've had pictures of them. I just had to like edit them a little bit and then put them out. And then I gotta get a picture of the latest one. So these are the latest pieces that have been made. Like I said, these two, like this one and the other one I just showed, are 24 by 30, so they're bigger size canvases. You know, obviously more materials and stuff with it. But then the cathartic one I made is 16 by 20, and just to show the size difference, yeah, if that puts into perspective, like the cathartic one versus like the 24 by 30. So yeah, 16 by 20 as opposed to 24 by 30. And I've worked with some bigger sizes before. Like I think the biggest canvas I ever did, even for like my pieces or such, the biggest one I did was 30 by 40. So yeah, which yeah, so the full length of this and then by 40. So think of it like the length like that. Yeah, it was a huge canvas. I think that was probably the biggest one I've done. What I want to do this on like if I got commissioned or like some gallery space or like somebody hired me to want to like make pieces like this, and they're like, yo, can you make one that's like 100 or something, like a huge one, I damn sure would. You know, having the right materials and everything, you know, for damn sure I definitely would. But yeah, anyways guys, I guess that's going to be the end of this stream. If you guys have any last questions before I go, feel free to ask, and then I will end this off. But I'll put the images right there of the pieces. So yeah, and if you have any thoughts tonight, feel free to Throw some in if you wanna. I think he's sitting.
I was trying to buy a soundboard sound, but man, it's being poop.
Which one's it gonna be? I wonder. I have like 3 in mind. If it's one of the 3, I'm just gonna laugh. Okay, the second one was one of the 3. But that one was like the 4th one, the burnt. Yeah. I was thinking either Baba Boy or like
Baba Boy.
Or the what the hell is it? Oh, that'd be another one. Yeah. But yeah, I guess with that, I'll end this off, you guys. As for videos on here, there will be Halloween, like I guess not so much like Halloween special. Not necessarily like, oh hey, like crazy Halloween themed with that, but like a bunch of battles and such. Once they upload, I'll schedule them to go out on this channel. Also, keep your eyes peeled for my gaming channel. The finale part for the story of Legend ZA is gonna drop tonight at 7. So from now about like crap, what time is it even? Oh, okay. From now about like 3 hours. So yeah, and I got some editing to do with like thumbnails and stuff for battles with this channel. And things will pick up on here with the November, and probably I'll do the November update tomorrow and explain things more on the plan and game plan going forward with things. But yeah, you know, you'll get all that content early access. Yeah, you will, because if you're a channel member, when I schedule the videos to go out, if you're a channel member, you immediately get access to the videos. It's one of the perks of this and such, and it's much appreciated. You guys obviously don't have to become members or anything. If you do, I appreciate it big time. And I appreciate all support regardless. It all helps out for real. But that being one of the perks, you get a badge next to your name for how long you've been a member. You also get access to a few stickers and stuff, and also access early to videos. And also a shot at like battle requests and everything. Or, you know, like requests for videos. I consider them more because, like, obviously just being one person and being busy with stuff, you know, it takes time to put out even what I do. But yeah, just sitting and creating and doing what I can and all that good stuff. But anyways, that's going to do it. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. Yeah, you got it, man. You put one of these stickers right there. Hell yeah. I'm honored. It's a B. But until next time, it is your boy Kimbo along with Knight. Signing off. We'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. It's perfect. Thanks so much for watching. Until then, stay awesome and cool shoot, or let it rip, or bakugan brawl, or stay awesome and game away, or stay awesome and create. That'll be the catchphrase for the art, you know. Art from the heart, from the start. Yeah, art from the heart, from the start, death till death do us part. Something like that. I'll figure out some shit with the art, you know. But I'm up out of here. Stay tuned for the pics of these pieces and stuff. You know, a lot of plans. But I'm up. If I can words, I'm up out of here, and thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are the goats. I love you all. Thanks so much.
Turn around, bad guy.
That's how this is ending. Just the. Oh, that was awesome.